Ever tried rearranging like all the furniture in a room, to make space for something new?
Well, yeah,
It's exciting, but man, it gets chaotic.
it does.
And honestly, prepping your kid for a new sibling, it's kind of like that.
Definitely. It's a big adjustment for everyone, but especially, for the little ones.
Huge. And that's what we're diving into today, the essential tips to make that whole life change a little smoother.
Which is what everyone wants, right?
Sure.
Because we're talking about for a young child, their whole world is their family, right?
Oh.
So bringing a baby into that, it's a big disruption to like their sense of order, their predictability.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's where, thankfully, these 5 key points we've got, they come in. It's like almost like your roadmap through, uncharted territory.
Exactly. And the first one is so important. It's that idea of involvement equals ownership.
Yes.
This is way beyond just handing them a toy to distract them while you're busy with the baby.
Right. It's not just, oh, here you go play with this.
It's bigger.
It's about empowering them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
When children actually participate in the preparations, it shifts their whole perspective.
Hmm.
So instead of this just being something that's happening to them,
Right.
they're part of the welcoming committee.
Exactly.
So think about like letting them help pick out clothes for the baby or decorate the nursery.
Oh, I love it.
Those little things, they subtly communicate this is a family event.
Totally.
Hmm.
It reminds me of that study I read. I think it was about kids who helped plant a garden were way more excited to eat the vegetables later.
Oh, for sure. There's something about being in on it from the ground up
Yes.
that changes things. But then, hand in hand with that, we got to talk new normal
Yes.
because things will be different.
They will. And it's okay to acknowledge that
Right.
openly without, like, scaring anyone.
Right.
But preparing them for what to expect is huge. So it might sound like now that the baby's here, bedtime stories might be a little shorter so we can put them to sleep too.
Yeah.
Or mommy might need your help fetching diapers. You'll be my little helper.
Yes, I love that. It's all about framing so they feel included, not pushed aside. And speaking of bedtime stories, that's our next point, books.
Yes. Such a simple thing. But seriously, strategically chosen books, they work wonders. Look for stories that address the common anxieties, sharing attention, new routines. But then, equally important, find those that highlight the joys of having a sibling, the fun they're going to have.
Right, like giggling together, building a fort. Those picture books where you're like, ah, siblings.
Exactly.
And that does something. It's not just comforting in the moment.
It plants those seeds
It does, of what's to come.
of positive anticipation.
Yes. And while we're on positive insecurity, we got to talk routine.
Yes, the cornerstone,
Yeah.
especially during big transitions like this, when everything else feels up in the air, routine equals stability.
It's so true. Think about it, meal times, those little playtime rituals you have.
Yes,
Even just that cuddle time before bed, keeping those solid can make a world of difference.
because it tells them, even though there's someone new here, your world is still safe. It's predictable.
It is. And then finally, we reach what might be the most important thing for everyone in the family,
Yes.
making space for big feelings.
All the feelings.
Oh, because there are going to be so many.
Right. And not just for the kid, for the parents too. It's a roller coaster.
Mm.
So encouraging that open expression is key.
It is. And that means validating all of it, the excitement, the joy,
Yes.
but also the frustration, maybe even a little jealousy. It's real. We have to give them the words for it.
Exactly. Even just saying, it's okay to feel sad, mommy's busy right now, come tell me about it, that can make all the difference.
Huge. So if there's one thing you take from this whole deep dive, it's that preparation
Yeah,
and empathy, your biggest tools.
absolutely. And, as you go into this, there's no one right way. Every kid is different.
Oh, for sure.
Watch your child, understand their personality, and then you can tailor these tips
Yeah.
because you know them best. It's a journey, not a one-time fix.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And hey, resources are out there if you need them.